Okay, so I was sitting here and I was watching a video, and I was thinking about addictions. Okay, I recently stopped smoking. I know like a lot of my videos are about smoking and stuff, but I started to realize that maybe it was a little too much for me. So I was thinking about addictions, and I was talking to a friend today about it. And I was like really curious about it because when you really think about addictions, it's like, okay, what's an addiction? It's something that you think you need, right? Well, okay, I mean, it's like if you think you need vegetables, okay. If you think you need chocolate, okay. If you think you need the sun, okay. I mean, these are addictions, but is it all bad? I mean, I think addiction is a really difficult thing to even try to understand because when I really take it apart and I say, well, I mean, I need sleep. I don't know. Do I? I need food. I don't know. Do I? Like, am I addicted to food? I mean, when you need something, I mean, it's very difficult to try to look at it and be like, well, I guess I don't need it, but then what happens? I mean, I love the sun. I think the sun is awesome. Like, I literally sat in the sun for so long today, like, bathing in it like a cat, and I feel so much better. I mean, am I addicted to it? I mean, kinda. I don't really know how to explain addiction. I know that, you know, there's a lot of things that I have done that seemed way overboard, like drinking too much and then getting sick, or, smoking so many cigarettes that my throat hurt in the morning, or, I don't know if you ever heard of Lucas. Lucas is like I think it's like a Mexican candy, and it's like chili powder and like salt and sugar or something. But it's like a candy, and you just kind of like sprinkle it on your mouth and eat it. Well, one time I ate the whole thing, and my throat was like so sore the next day, and I was like, man, I'll never do that again. And it's like things like that, like kids eat too much sugar and then they get sick. I mean, yeah, there are addictions. There are lots of addictions, if you want to call it that. But, it's like being addicted to your mother's love, or being addicted to warmth, or, being addicted to somebody's energy, or being addicted to learning. I mean, yes, these are addictions, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it's like what makes you happy. And it's like, sometimes you need training wheels before you can ride your bike. And, by drinking too much, I realized that when I came back from deployment my third time just this past year, it was like I was drinking way too much and I kept getting sick, and then, the space of time was missing, and I was like, this isn't very good. And it's really strange because, it's like one side of me is like, it's like one side of me is like, this isn't good. I don't want this. I see that I'm doing this, but I don't have motivation right now to not do that. But it's like one side of me is like, I don't want to do this. I don't have the motivation to get there. It's like I want to work out, I want to run because it makes me feel better. But how do I motivate myself to do that? And it's like, even though I drank until I got sick a lot of times, it's like it uncovered so many emotions that I didn't even remember. And it was like after that, it was like I don't even want to drink. And I'm not saying like you should drink to do it, or that you shouldn't drink to do it. What I'm saying is that even though it seemed negative at the time, and even though my spirit was like, I don't like what's going on here, it was like it had to be done. I'm not saying that it had to be done that way, but that was the way I chose, and it ended up uncovering a lot of emotions that I was dealing with that I had totally blacked out from other deployments. And it was like after that, I just, it's a long road. It's a long road. And then I was like smoking cigarettes, and it was like I was trying to find the positivity in it, and there totally is positivity in it because, it's like all about bringing yourself back to yourself. And sometimes it takes a few vices like food, like working out. I mean, they're all chemical equations and chemical processes happening in your body. So whether you do it from breathing oxygen, or you do it from swimming, or you do it from drinking or smoking cigarettes, you can push your body any way you want, and sometimes I mean, you know when too much is too much. I mean, you know, you've seen, there's marathon runners that are only 25, perfectly healthy, they drop dead after a race. I mean, they're perfectly healthy and they're just taking care of their bodies. But I mean, everybody's body is totally different. There's people that eat like pork rinds and super thick cheese and smoke cigarettes and they're 95 years old, totally fine. So it's like, you know, whatever works for you. You know, everybody's totally different, and it's whatever works for you. I think the positivity and knowing when your body says you might want to just lay off a bit, maybe just a little bit. You know, it's just about listening to what you need and when you need it, because sometimes it really is just training wheels. I know there's many times where I'm like, oh, I really like this, I'm gonna have this, and it's like I go on this spiel for like a week, and I'm like, yeah, I really like this, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of that, let's try something else. It's like switching your soap up at home. You know, it's like your body gets so comfortable with it that it's no longer cleaning whatever it is you want off of you. So it's like, you know, by switching that up, now it's like you're keeping your body guessing. Now you're a powerhouse. You know, now it recognizes this and it recognizes this. And it's like, you know, I mean, there's a million ways you can split this up. I guess I just really wanted to talk about addiction, because that seems to be something that a lot of people deal with. And it doesn't matter what the vice is. The vice could be coffee. I mean, coffee is totally natural. When you really think about it, all these things in nature are totally natural. We got volcanoes all over the place. So what's smoking a cigarette? You know, if it's what gets you through a hard time, then it's what gets you through a hard time. If it's something you enjoy, then just enjoy it. I think positivity tends to override a whole lot of things just because of the intentions. You know what I mean? And being able to like really listen to, you know, like try to uncover things and stuff like that, and enjoying a shared experience with somebody else. Yeah, so I guess I just wanted to share my story on that, because I was thinking about it this morning, and I just wondered, like, what the heck is addiction? There are things that we love and things we need, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's whatever works. Okay, thank you for watching.